Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for December 17th, 2020. This is a reading for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and ask that you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for December 17th, 2020. Guys, this is a very special day because we have Saturn moving into Aquarius after, coming out of Capricorn. So this is a massive shift that's moving us out of the old karmic reality, out of suffering and opposition, and we're currently transcending the old paradigm. So moving into the age of Aquarius, and we have Jupiter on the 19th also moving into Aquarius. So you guys may definitely be picking up on this powerful energy shift. All right, making way for the new, and we're really being asked to shoot for the stars, dream big. Okay, Two of Wands. So some of you guys are really sort of planning, what does my happiness look like? Where am I going from here? What is it that I truly want? All right, we have the High Priestess in reverse in your surroundings. We have the Lovers, okay? So some of us are blocked because we're still trying to make a choice. This could have to do with love and romance for those of you on a twin flame or a soulmate journey. It could have to do with your divine counterpart, but for many of us, we're seeing this important choice that needs to be made in the Two of Wands, and you really taking your time and really sort of trusting your heart, your passion, connecting with the higher self there with the High Priestess. Okay, we get the Strength card. Beautiful. So 3 major arcana coming out here, you guys. 4 with the Devil. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So slow and steady, guys. Not to, not to rush into anything here, even though we are experiencing these big shifts. They've been a long time coming. And then we get the Moon. Okay, beautiful. Overall energy, we have the 5 of Cups. So for some of you guys, this absolutely has to do with, a very powerful connection in your life. I'm really picking up that it will be like soulmate or twin flame, but remember, soulmates don't always have to be romantic. Some of you guys might be feeling disappointed, hurt. There might have been some sort of deception, some sort of loss, maybe even somebody transitioning. Okay, and what I'm seeing here though is that this powerful shift that we're experiencing here is something that, that's been a long time coming. You've been really planning and preparing for this over the last few weeks, over the last few months, years, and for some of you even lifetimes, because this shift is has such a powerful impact on the collective and on humanity that many of you guys who are light workers and healers and energy workers, again, your calling, your reason for being here, what you signed up for, was to help, move the collective into this new timeline. And again, with the 5 of Cups, we may be doing a little bit of a karmic review of things that were disappointing, things that hurt, and seeing maybe where our energy has been drained. And, I do feel like he's going to turn around and see these 2 cups, this emotional balance, the love. It's like moving into this energy, this age of love. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is a major commitment you guys are making to your spiritual journey. Maybe some of you guys are committing to a partner. But what I'm seeing here in the final outcome with the Moon energy, which also Cancerian or Piscean energy, but we've got a little bit of everybody here, but but with this Moon energy is that the Spirit wants you to know you are stepping into the unknown. There is a lot that you cannot see, but it's so important that you recognize, and you do this with love, with these 2 of Cups and with this Knight of Cups, and make that commitment to yourself and to the ones that you love and to this journey that you're on, because your energy is needed. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is telling me that there's there may have been a lot of things that you were passionate about, but you weren't able to channel your energy into that, but all of that is changing. And we're seeing with the 4 of Cups, really being able to look at the blessings that the universe is providing us at this time and moving forward. Okay, We have the Nine of Wands. Some of you guys are feeling really exhausted, but they're showing me the Eight of Wands with the Nine of Wands in reverse. So law of attraction, everything happening quite quickly. Even though, you know, it's like we've been planning and prepping for this time, moving into the age of Aquarius. And now that it's here, it's almost going to feel like, whoa, how did it happen so fast? I can't believe it. All right. And it's coming after this massive death and rebirth. Okay. After this big transition in our cycle. Sorry guys, I just got really congested there. All right, so you guys, the energy of the collective right now is the Two of Wands. So again, this is patience, this is planning, this is waiting, this is looking at the details, really sort of envisioning, you know, the future. And I love this because somebody's taken a time out, and it's somebody who's on this beautiful journey, and they're just trying to figure out, where is this going to lead? Where is this leading me? Where do I want it to go? In your surroundings, we have the High Priestess energy. So for many of you, this is, I can't pick these up. Many of you, this is, there might be, you might feel like you're having a little bit more difficulty tapping into your intuition here. And with the Moon card as well, it's this Pisces and this Cancerian energy. You may feel like there are a lot of illusions. You might be feeling a little funky. With this Sagittarius energy, you guys, with this new moon and the solar eclipse that we've just been through, you know, and they're connecting it also to the new moon the full moon's lunar eclipse that we just had in Gemini as well. Really paying attention to what are the intentions that you set for yourself around that time. Many of you guys, again, you might feel like you're having difficulties accessing this higher wisdom, you know, messages and that sort of thing, but Spirit's also saying that you're passing a major test, and you are, you know, these gates to this new reality, to this new way of thinking are really wide open to you. Now, what's blocking some of you guys is actually just making the choice. Okay, making the choice to follow your heart, making the choice to follow love, whatever that means for you. Okay, but it's very, very important. For some of you, it will have to do with a particular relationship or relationships, but for many of you, it is just about making the choice as to, you know, are we going to continue in the old paradigm, or are we going to really lean into this awakening and this energy shift and experience it in its totality, even if that means we don't know what's coming or what that exactly looks like. All right, at the foundation of this situation, we have the Strength card. So many of you guys have been showing restraint for quite some time. And many of you guys also, I think there's this pause, you know, that we're seeing in the Two of Wands that is your restraint. Not rushing into things. You know, I don't see any swords energy here, although I do have Gemini with the Lovers, but I don't see any swords coming out. So it's like there's no rush. Taking it slow, holding space, you know, and as you know, sometimes we have this desire to fill silence with mindless chatter. Sometimes, you know, it takes a lot of strength to just still yourself and quiet the noise, look around and see what blessings the universe is offering you. But ultimately, I see that this is your ascension. This is many of you having gone through this age of Capricorn. No coincidence, the devil's coming out in the past, and really had to learn some very, very tough lessons. And sort of, you know, shifting out of this karmic reality of suffering and opposition, but really coming out on top, dealing with the things that were triggers for you, healing them and clearing them. And there's great power here in this reading. The devil I've already touched on. This is the Capricornian age. This is releasing that karmic reality, moving out of suffering and opposition, and moving into unity consciousness. But many of us don't really know what unity consciousness looks like or feels like. So I do want you guys to know that for the physical body, this is going to be new programming. So you will be feeling some growing pains with this, okay? Because unity consciousness wasn't a part of this old karmic reality. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles energy coming in from above, so slow and steady. This is another huge commitment, you know, and I feel like there will be, you know, it's going to be sort of bittersweet, but we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Knight of Pentacles showing up here, slow and steady. This is creating, this is a commitment. It's not going to be instant gratification. This is for love in the long run. This is for what the rest of your being here here, it looks like this is for humanity. This is for the collective. Okay, slow and steady, consistent, stable. And then we get the moon card coming out. Again, we don't know what that necessarily looks like, but Spirit wants you to know and wants you to believe that you certainly can trust your intuition. In fact, you need to allow your intuition to guide you at this time, even when certain things aren't making sense, okay? And if you guys are feeling a little bit down, if you're feeling a little bit, I'm seeing like looking at the past couple of years or decade even, or months, and just sort of there's like a sense of sadness, but I'm also feeling like there's this great purge that's coming as we move into the age of Aquarius, guys, okay? So let's go ahead and see what else comes through for my collective here. All right, we get obstacles and challenges, so the Five of Wands, definitely. But again, I feel like this is the energy that we're leaving behind, okay, that karmic reality, emotional loss, double confirmation of the Five of Cups. Now, with everything that's going on, you guys, at least in the United States alone, we've experienced a lot of mourning, a lot of death due to the pandemic. And so I'm picking up that, you know, the collective is suffering. And, you know, for each one of those people, there's at least one or two people that are mourning them, but many more in reality. So we've experienced a lot of loss, okay? And a lot of this loss and this collective sort of suffering, okay, challenges, these obstacles we're picking up on. So we're really being asked to be strong here, okay? Because there are things that are happening within our personal lives, but then there are also things that are happening, you know, in worldwide with the human collective that we're going to also have to work through and make sure that, you know, we don't take that on as our own, that we have a really we know how to sort of purge that suffering, that loss as well, okay? And then we get the crown chakra, so your connection to source, this ascension energy that we're feeling. And again, some of you may be experiencing some pretty intense like purging symptoms, ascension symptoms as well with this new moon and this solar eclipse that we just went through, fatigue, dizziness, ringing in the ears, that sort of thing. You know, because yeah, our connection to source is really great, especially for my light workers and my energy workers. And we get shadow, we get another moon card, so double confirmation of the moon. So we get double nines coming out. If we take, you know, 18 and 18, we get 5, and we have 3 5s coming out. 555, conflict, fluctuation, change, but it's also instant manifestation. And it's really speaking about this jumping the timeline, you know, because there will be some people and there will be a feeling of loss that are going to stay in the old karmic reality and who aren't going to ascend. And the best thing that we can do is to hold space for them, but also to, you know, strengthen our connection to source and use our intuition, because this is coming through very strong. Like, we don't know what unity consciousness feels like. It hasn't been a part of our programming. So it's like jumping into this unknown, but at the same time, we know that it's a much welcomed and needed change from this age of Capricorn. Okay. And look at that. We get spiritual union. So for many of you guys, this is coming into union with a soulmate or with a twin flame, but it's also about emotional balance. And this is what they're showing us. This is what unity consciousness, this is what the age of Aquarius looks like. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what else comes through for the collective, December 17th, 2020. Messages for the collective, December 17th, 2020. All right, we get epiphany, seek clarity. Yeah, so this is an interesting energy because we have somebody who's in the ascension process. But what I'm getting here is with all of this moon energy coming through, you're going to find clarity in your intuition, in your higher self, in connecting with source energy. Okay, and this epiphany, again, instant manifestation, timeline jump, you guys, 555, okay? And then we get moving forward, get ready for positive change. And look at that. So many of us have been in this energy of emotional loss, experiencing obstacles, challenges. Okay, but Spirit's saying we are absolutely moving forward. It might be a little bit bittersweet as well. Okay, because I do see this being like a very sort of blue card, but coming out of the darkness, moving into the light, really sort of ushering in this age of Aquarius, you guys. Okay. Now, I'm going to finish this reading with a True Love reading card. I'm going to read from the book because these are just fabulous messages here in Belinda Grace's True Love reading cards. I have them linked down below if you guys are interested. I highly recommend them. I'm not affiliated with them, though, by any means, so... All right, and look at that. We get re-parenting yourself. Wow. So intuitively, you guys, this shift into the age of Aquarius as we experience Jupiter and Saturn moving into Aquarius out of Capricorn, essentially this is what we're doing. And as we're sort of integrating unity consciousness into our energetic body, we are essentially reparenting ourselves, reteaching ourselves about love and about life and about relationships and about success and about opposition. Okay, so some of the most difficult things to let go of in life are the emotional hurts and disappointments from childhood. But in this case, you guys, I'm going to refer to childhood as, you know, the age of Capricorn that we're coming out of, okay? As adults, these old wounds can block us and hold us back or cause us to repeat unhealthy patterns in our relationships. Naturally, we all know that it is impossible to go back and change what happened in the past. Maybe you've tried resolving the issue with the person or people concerned, or maybe you aren't even sure what it is that still weighs you down. Many people assume that childhood wounds only arise after serious mistreatment, such as violence in the home. But the truth is that it's often the less dramatic things that leave the greatest impression. Something like a parent being stuck in hospital, or your birthday, or a sibling who always did better at school than you. This card has come up for you today because your child aspect needs you to care for and reparent it now, even if you aren't aware of any specific experience or hurt. Your child aspect is saying, I need you. All right, so this, and if you can sort of be there for your child self, and enjoy some sort of profound experience of healing and deep connection with your child self, this is going to help you to become more open to loving and being loved, okay? And that is a beautiful metaphor for what's happening right now with the collective. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found clarity and guidance in these messages. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. Take care.